exclusive Spectrum News 1 interview. We're hearing from Kelly Weeks, the widow of fallen Deputy U.S. Marshal Thomas Weeks. He's one of the 4 officers shot and killed 3 weeks ago today while trying to serve a warrant in Charlotte.
Up until now, Kelly hasn't granted an interview with local media. Now, on Friday, we aired part 1 where she opened up about her husband's life and the memories the two shared.
This morning, our Jordan Kudish brings us part 2, where Kelly Weeks shares why she feels it's now her mission to make sure his death stands for change.
It was the most emotional moment probably I've had. I literally, the funeral home let me go in alone. They shut the door, I got up to the casket, and I just fell to the ground. I was an absolute emotional wreck.
From the moment Kelly Weeks lost her husband, Tommy, she says her mindset remained the same. Everything will be okay. Strength, she says, she found within herself for those around her.
I went the very next day to see his brothers and sisters at the marshals at the courthouse, and I told them, if you could see their faces, there's a lot of guilt, survivor's guilt. I should have been there. Why? So you could be shot. I mean, like all of those questions, no. And I said to them that this was a tragedy. And if he had died in a car accident, would you feel guilty? If he died in a plane crash, would you feel guilty? No. Okay, well, this is no different. This tragedy is the same. There's no one could have changed the outcome.
That outcome, Weeks, along with 3 officers shot and killed while serving a warrant in Charlotte on April 29th. While reality sets in, her appreciation for law enforcement makes her feel closer to him.
I think it's public knowledge. My husband was the first one to be shot. So they knew they were heading into a bad situation, and they showed up anyways. They knew that they were headed into danger, and they showed up anyways. Some of them were already off duty and showed up anyways.
She says Tommy's death won't be for nothing.
What I said, and I keep saying, is I don't want his death just to be another death, another police officer shooting. It can't be that.
Kelly tells me her purpose for life has new meaning.
Deputy Tommy Weeks, watch has ended.
Although she hasn't figured out exactly what the plan looks like just yet, she says it will revolve around using Tommy's tragedy for good.
I lost my husband, but they sacrificed every day. So I feel like I need to give back to them more. We're working that out.
If you could say something to Tommy now, what would you say?
There's lots of things I would say. I think the most important thing is everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna take care of all the things we need to take care of. We miss you. We love you. And for him to be proud of everything that this country and the people around us are doing to honor him, that tells you that he was important. What he did was important, and that I know he would be worrying about us. I know that. And just to keep reminding him that we're not gonna lay down and play dead, and that we're gonna be okay, and that we will figure out how to keep being strong so that our lives continue for him. He would want us to live our lives for him.
One thing she says we can all do right now to support her is to show appreciation for law enforcement. Meantime, Kelly has gained support from all over, including social media. On one of her posts, people had suggested she should run for office, and if she did, she would have their vote. I asked her, is that a possibility? And she said, quote, "You never know. I don't rule anything out. I'm just warming up."